What's going on, everybody? I'm starting by dropping the leftovers into the chat. There were a few additional today because there was an issue with the upload. So some didn't get listed. So I have like 4 extra players. Starting though, I dropped in the AL Pro slot. That's 12 total players for $5, and the NL Pro slot. That's 14 total players for $5.50. If anybody's new to our breaks, you could claim these lots by responding in the chat. We also have 3 leftover rookies. 3 leftover rookies for $3 total. That's Noel, Nick York, and Sagano, which I think that's actually the first time Sagano's been left over. And then we also have the additional players that didn't make it onto eBay today, which were Corey Lewis is available for $4. Dowell Joseph is available for $2. Edglin Perez is available for $17.50. Ellie De La Cruz is available for $15, and Elvin Garcia is available for $4. For those guys, I took the average of recent breaks and dropped it slightly. So if anybody's interested in picking up any of those leftovers, you can do so by responding in the chat. Mike, we actually had somebody grab the inserts before the break tonight. Takumi messaged me and grabbed them. So Takumi has the insert spot tonight. Somebody finally got ahead of you. Pet Monster, you got it on the rookies. Pet Monster, just let me know who you purchased on eBay tonight, so I can match your username on here to the your order on eBay. Pet Monster has the rookies for $3. Wood, Fuentes, and 2 more. Perfect. All right. For those of you who just joined, I'll drop in the leftovers again. There were a few extras today. Oop, what did I do? There we go. There we go. There's some messages. Mike grabbing the leftovers from Facebook, and Brian grabbing the AL and NL pros. You guys got it. So Brian Lauby has the pros for, what was that, $10.50. And Mike has the leftovers from Facebook, which are the Corey Lewis, Dowell Joseph, Edglin Perez, De La Cruz, and Garcia spots. So let's see, that's 8, 10, 27 and a half plus 15. Let's just call it 40 square. Mike, I'll give you a little additional discount for grabbing them all. So Mike, Facebook leftovers for 40. What's going on, Kevin? How are you? I think that was everything. Let me just go back to eBay and see if there are any additional things that have not been paid for. So we got Cal Raleigh setting the catcher home run record today by getting 49. He didn't hit 50 yet, right? Yeah, still 49. Who had the catcher record? I remember the good old days of Todd Hundley hitting 40. For any old Met fans out there. We do have one additional spot that hasn't been paid for that I'm going to make available because I am not familiar with the buyer, and I messaged them and I haven't heard anything back. Salvador Perez had 47 a few years ago, right? PJ Morlando hasn't been paid for. His spot went for $41 tonight. Let me just double check that that's correct. Yeah, if anybody's interested in the PJ Morlando spot, I'll drop it to $37.50, so a little bit of a discount off of what the spot went for tonight. But while I do that, let me just check my phone to make sure all that stuff is coming through. See, thank you guys who just sent money through for those additional spots. Pet Monster, just let me know if you were able to send that money through. I didn't see the payment come through for the rookie spot. And if anybody wants to grab PJ, Steven, looks like he's going for it. Let me just refresh and make sure that spot is still unpaid for. It is. Steven, I'll take PJ with who I have on eBay. So Steven, are you able to pay through either? I just want to make sure I understand your message. Are you able to pay through either PayPal or Venmo? Because I can adjust your invoice since it's already paid. Okay, no problem, Pet Monster. Let me know if you need me to put any other information up into or anything into the chat. All right, let's see. Stephen, just let me know about the PJ spot. And in the meantime, I'm going to have us start choosing our hobby boxes so we can get going. Only at not even at 10:10 yet, so we're doing okay on time. But let's go choose our hobby boxes. So 3 out of these. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. First 3 people to put one of those numbers into the chat can choose our hobby boxes for tonight. We have 1 jumbo box here and 1 sapphire, so we'll be breaking those. Takumi picking 6, Benjamin picking 5. Steven, awesome. I'm going to cancel that in eBay then, so that spot will be held for you. All right, Steven, the PJ spot is cleared for you. Venmo is at Hot Ice Breaks. All right, so we have, I'm going to take the first number from Jonathan, so 1. So we have 6, 5, and 1 for our boxes. I will put this back up in a second. So number 1, then we're going to put these 3 down into the case and break the other 2. I think we probably have 1 more, maybe 2 of these 2025 Bowman breaks to go before we launch 2026 2025 Bowman Chrome. So I'm really going to try. I know I've said it a couple times, but I'm going to try and get something posted in the Facebook group this week also to run some additional 2025 Bowman. So keep an eye out for that. And anybody who's not in the Facebook group yet, I did make the guys who didn't post on eBay available there. So things like that happen every once in a while. Hokey House Events. Is that Brian? Okay, it's Brian on a different Brian on a different name. Yeah, so if anybody's interested in checking out our additional breaks, and when things get posted like that due to the eBay error, our Facebook group info is in the chat. I got that payment, Steven. Thank you. And let's get things started. All right, I did a router reset, so fingers crossed that fixes the tech problems from the last week's break. We have our 3 hobbies. Let me adjust where that light is so it's not blocked by the stack of boxes. Steven, you have Waldrop, Chase Burns, and Jackson Holiday. Thank you for that. I will add that note. I think your name matches your name on eBay, though. So I should be good. Might have even been good without that, but I appreciate you sending that. All right, here we go. All right, let me see, where did I put the remote? Get some baseball on in the background. All right, get some MLB Tonight on in the background while we get this ripping. And there's more Cal Raleigh talking going on in the background. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to see if I can get my hands on any more Sapphire before we are done ripping 2025 Bowman, but it is getting more and more and more expensive every week, it seems. I thought it was crazy when it was going for $700, and I thought it was crazy when it was going for $800. Then now it's posted around $1,000 plus for any boxes that are currently listed on eBay. So Sapphire is still in demand for sure. I watched somebody rip a box of Sapphire Draft 2024 Sapphire Draft on Fanatics Live, which I never really followed. They sent me an email that had like a $50 credit in it, so I checked out the platform. I don't love it. It's hard to figure out what's going on. Does anybody else use Fanatics Live? Oh, we got a couple hits here, so let's go to these 2 packs. I see color that might have been in an insert. Yep, we have teal in a Cags. Cags getting a hit early with the teal top 100, numbered 86 of 125, our first hit of the night. Walker Jenkins, who just got promoted to AAA in the last hour, I believe. Getting our first Chrome card. Carlos Tavares getting our first numbered base variation of a card. So 344 of 350 on the wave refractor for Tavares, off to an interesting start. Triantos with a top 100. Javier Magallon and Carlos Tavares getting chromes. Interesting first 2 packs. Yeah, it was like super overwhelming. I was trying to like bounce around from like break to break or like whatever they were. A lot of them aren't breaks. I couldn't really figure out what was going on with the auction format. It seems like everybody just kind of randomizes things, or I couldn't find anything that had like me being able to just go in and like buy the Mets if I wanted to buy the Mets, which is what I was looking to do or hoping to do with the credit. And I never even was able to get any kind of purchase in because I was just so overwhelmed by everything that was going on in there. I saw somebody complaining in one of the chats that breaking shouldn't be allowed on Fanatics Live and it should be left just for loop. I was just like, I can't hear. I don't know. This is too much for me. We have a Rookie of the Year favorites, Thomas Sajazi, Seaver King, and Yarmi Cabrera chromes. Lazaro Montes, Greatness Loading. Yostinson Garcia getting the call up and playing in a couple of the games against the Yankees this weekend. Cameron Sullivan. I can't believe that Yostinson Garcia is in the majors already. And I know I've mentioned this in a few of the breaks, but he had this deal available where on Finley where you could buy into his future contracts, and it was like if he makes like $50 million over his career, you triple your investment. And I didn't do it, and then I finally was like, you know what, he's really good. I should probably throw a little bit of money and see what happens with this. And by the time I did, it had just sold out, and that he had filled the investment quota that he made there. So that was a missed opportunity with how quickly he made it up to the major leagues. It would seem, especially with how American League East teams are throwing around money to rookies with the Basayo signing, Campbell, Roman Anthony, all getting paid already in their rookie season. We have a red rookie of Rhett Lauder. Sammy Stafora on the board. I think that's a Meb hit tonight. Jared Sundstrom, Chrome. Carson Benj, top 100, certainly higher than number 100 in that ranking now. There's Hagen Smith and Osbel Gonzalez in Chrome. All right, let's see. What do I have in the chats? Dylan Cruz and more autos you hit last week should be arriving tomorrow. Yeah, Steven had quite a break last week, getting some really cool blue autographs. I'd say 2 of our top 3 hits in that break were headed Steven's way. Meb getting on the board with that's Sephora, I think. Let's see. Pet Monster looks like that $3 for the rookies went through. Thank you for sending that. I see something through PayPal. So appreciate that, Pet Monster. Let's see. Can't stand the Fanatics Live. It was Chris's message. Tried Fanatics, not crazy about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try it again and see if I could use that credit at least. But I don't know. I don't like the idea of repacks. I feel like it's just like an easy way for people to guarantee themselves profit and cheat people out of money. But what do I know? I'm not doing it. I can't speak for the people that are doing the repacks. Maybe they're getting cards cheap and offering them for cheap. Charles McAdoo getting a chrome. We have a Blake Walters yellow wave refractor, number 34 of 75. Owen Casey, who's having a nice first week in the majors on the top 100. Santiago Suarez and Hyunsuk Jang getting chromes. Leo DeVries got promoted to Double-A in the A's organization this weekend, if I remember hearing correctly. Is that Sacramento or is Sacramento Triple-A for them? Or no, they're in Sacramento. The A's themselves are in Sacramento now. Let's see. They sent the same $50 credit, checked it out for about 10 minutes and deleted the app, says Chris. Chris, I feel that. Definitely feel that sentiment there. Basayo got paid. Yep, Basayo got paid. Didn't they do that with one of the other rookies, the Orioles recently that they called up? Was it Gunnar that they paid pretty quickly? We have a top 100. Rookie of the Year favorites of Trey Sweeney, Aiden Smith, Elvin Garcia. There's Weatherholt on the paper. James Woods getting his first chrome card with the Hobby Legends, Charlie Condon VIP, Kadeem Diao, and Cam Smith chromes. What do we have on in the background right now? Is this a documentary on the end of the Mets season last year on MLB Tonight? What was the Basayo contract? I didn't see what the years and the dollars were. I just saw that he got signed. Pasquantino hit another home run. Is that 6 straight days for him? We have our autograph, and it's a Franklin Arias base auto. He always seems to hit in our breaks, and he hits again tonight with our first autograph. Not a bad way to do the auto if it's going to be base out of a hobby box. We have a Johnny Lavelle base chrome, Paulinho Santana. So off to a good start with our autographs tonight. Xavier Isaac getting a top 100. Dowell Joseph and George Clausen chromes. Couple nice names there. I don't know if he's our number one hitter, Franklin Arias, but I feel like in terms of people that we've hit autographs of, Franklin Arias has to be pretty close to the top of that list. We hit a bunch of Joffreys, too. 8 for 66. Not bad for Samuel. They give Jostenson that contract. There's going to be a lot of people who were very happy on Finley very quickly. Let's see. Let's take that Carlos Tavares down. We'll keep the Cags up. Clausen and Lavelle chromes. Let's see. The guy on the O's that's going to get paid. There's Trevor Rogers. 7-4 this year, Trevor Rogers. That deal looked like it was a terrible deal for a minute after they traded for him from the Fish, and now he's looking pretty good. It's a McGonigal paper. We have a mini diamond coming up. Colt Emerson VIP, Max Clark on the mini diamond, and Malcolm Moore. We're getting Chris on the board tonight in box number 1. I feel like that's a rarity, Chris. Getting you some cards early on in the break. Hopefully the start of good things for you. Who was the Trevor Rogers trade for? Chris is not holding his breath. Let's see. Let's see if we could change things. No color in either of those. Let's go 3 packs at a time right now. So we have our auto out. We have a couple of color cards out already. No color paper yet. We're still chasing that, as well as some reptilians. We have another James Wood chrome card with the Rockstar rookies. Jonathan Long chrome. Million Petrie chrome. Drake Baldwin top 100. Will Simpson and David Ortiz Jr. chromes. Zaire Hope and Andrew Painter chromes. So some good names in that stack as well. Couple good names. It was Stowers and Norby for Rogers. I mean, they're both looking really good right now, so it would be tough to make that totally worth it, but Rogers is certainly trying. Brooks Lee on the Greatness Loading rookie. Aiden Miller getting our Reptilian, and Jose Perdomo Chrome. So Aiden Miller getting, I believe that's the first Reptilian of the box, which there should be at least one, I think one more of them in here. Yeah, that was our first Reptilian, so we should still have a another Reptilian and an X-Fractor coming up. No color in that one. Let's go on to another pack. There's the X-Fractor, so let's go to these two. We have Cags on the Greatness Loading. Arun Escobar on the X-Fractor. Nice way to do the X-Fractor. Christian Moore Chrome. Caden Kendall and Jonah Tong getting on the board. There are rumors that I'm sure everybody's heard at this point that Tong could get up to the major leagues before the end of the year. He's pitched 2 games in AAA now and hasn't given up a run. I believe he has 17 Ks and 11 innings in those 2 games at Syracuse for the Mets. So maybe we see Jonah Tong try and bolster that rotation before the end of the season. Did you bought the Squirrel Tops Now card, Meb? Let's see, had a blaster the other day that was missing the Reptilian and had no other hit. That's annoying. Meb, is that what you mean? You bought the Squirrel Tops Now card? Oh yeah, that's Takumi mentioned it before. I did not get the Squirrel card. I mentioned it before. I got plenty of Pope cards. Probably still not enough Pope cards. I should have got more. We have Kevin McGonigal, top 100, Eduardo Quintero, and Franklin Arias getting on the board in base Chrome. Nice start for Arias. Angitha Reyna and Carson Benj Chromes. Quintero and Jostensen has officially graduated into the players that I need to top load now when I pull a Chrome card of them. So top loading the Jostensens tonight. Do they have an autographed Squirrel card? There's the second Reptilian. Let's check that out. Autographed by like the Fields crew or something. We have a Walker Jenkins VIP, Hyunsuk Jang on our second Reptilian, Cody Freeman. Rockstar rookies of Sajazi, couple of cards for Sajazi already. Matt Wilkinson on the Chrome and Sebastian Walcott Chrome. One more pack left from Hobby Box number 1. We'll go to the next Hobby Box next, and then I'll let you guys choose after that whether we want to do all 3 Hobby Boxes first or if we want to switch it up and do a jumbo and then leave one Hobby Box for before the Sapphire. Last pack here, no color. We have Condon getting on the board and Andrew Morris in Chrome. So Condon sneaking on the board in the last pack of box number 1. And we're going to jump right into Hobby Box number 2. Acorn variations. I was thinking of making some kind of joke like that. Are there actually acorn variations? That would totally be something that I could see Topps doing nowadays with the snack pack kind of vibes. Only bought it because Carson Williams is your guy. Squirrel snack packs. Yeah, I did buy one of the Carson, actually 2 of the Carson Williams 5-card lots. So I'm excited to get that Carson Williams card too. I was looking at doing the Bubba Chandler also, but I decided not to jump at the Chandler card. Me and Meb both put an order in for Colson Montgomery's 3rd home run cards, and we both ended up getting a gold Topps now. Are you holding that one, Meb? I think I might hold mine and just keep it in the PC. Always followed Colson Montgomery through his minor league career, although most of it wasn't great. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going autograph right off of the bat in this one. So our second Hobby Box number 2 autograph is a base Humberto Cruz. Not bad for a pitcher in this product. We have Ismael Javier on the base, PJ Morlando getting on the board, and a yellow paper first of Ichiro Kano Hernandez. So 2 yellows on the board. Number 31 of 75 on that one. Lots of action to start both boxes. Marcelo Mayer, top 100. Thomas White and Christian Campbell Chromes. So lots of excitement in those first 2 packs there. Weird. I feel like we've always somehow managed to keep the autos towards the end of these hobby boxes, but they came out early in both boxes today. Humberto Cruz, not a bad way to do the autograph for a pitcher at all there. So 2 autographs so far on the board, 2 nice prospects. both in the top 5 of their respective organizations. I believe Arias is number 1 in his organization now. Ichiro Kano Hernandez getting our second yellow of the night. Just put that one down in the main pile for now. Keep the Blake Walters chrome yellow up there. Humberto does, and he's scribbled right off the end of the card, which is not good for the grade. I think I usually mention that when these things happen. I'll finish that story after this pack. We have another Sajazi card, Greatness Loading, David Ortiz Jr. on the X-Fractor, and Yansa Luis. If whoever gets that Humberto Cruz card gets it graded, do not get the autograph graded, because if they sign off the side of the card, the autograph will not 10. And if you don't get the autograph graded, it really makes no difference at all for the value of the card. So Humberto Cruz owner, don't get the auto graded on that card. Yeah, I don't know what that autograph is supposed to say, to Takumi's point. We have a Spencer Jones top 100. Lot of cards so far for that insert only lot, Takumi. Kellen Lindsay and Emil Morales chromes. Sammy Hernandez and Edglin Perez chromes. Card getting on the board for Mike there. I think that Edglin Perez was in the Facebook leftovers. Let's go to this pack. I see no color in this one. Roki Sasaki paper, Adele Amador Rockstar rookies, Ricardo Yan, and Rafael Flores. Flores in the Bednar trade, now a Pirate, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Blasters have become duds, says Takumi. 6 boxes, 1 color. Ooh. Chris says all the Topps Now cards you've ordered have not had a numbered hit. Yeah, I've probably ordered, I want to say like 20 to 30 orders through Topps Now, and I've got 3 hits ever out of those. So maybe like a roughly 1 in 10 average. No color in those 2 packs. So let's go one more. And there's a mini diamond. We have a VIP Chase Burns, Santiago Suarez getting the mini diamond, Wen Hui Pan chrome. Shea Whitcomb getting the red rookie, Pablo Guerrero and Josh Noth chromes. Bryce Eldridge, another one for that insert only lot, Aaron Estrada and Alex Mooney chromes. The high print run Topps Now stuff though is really tough. I have never got any hits on what I would assume are higher print run cards. I just got both of my orders of Nick Kurtz 4 home run game cards, and did not get anything numbered in either of those. No color there. Let's see. Edglin is a Pirate now too. Colson was your first order. Still waiting on the Kurtz. Ooh, if you're still waiting on the Kurtz 4 home run game, that might be good news for you, Meb. Usually, if they get delayed, in my experience, it means that there could be color coming. We have a Matt Shaw, another one for the insert only spot there. Bo Walker and Jacob Bresnahan. Kyle Teal and Hayden Alvarez chromes. Excited to see whose parents we have joining in the next release. Bresnahan was one of the parents we had, or actually I think it was a cousin who joined in early on in the 2025 Bowman release cycle. Of course, we've had Ed Echeverria in many of our breaks. Connor Norby, Rockstar rookies, Jesus Tolero, and Sean Keys chrome. Who else have we had? We had Corey Lewis join last week for himself, but didn't join the chat. Ooh, we have a Reptilian coming up here. Bryce Rayner and Kevin Castillo Reptilian with a Zach Showalter chrome. Bryce Rayner on the Greatness Loading. Kevin Castillo was the Reptilian, and Zach Showalter Chrome. First Reptilian of this box, I believe, Kevin Castillo. Got 5 base Kurtz. Parker Messick's dad, right? Parker Messick's dad came in. He Parker Messick in the major leagues as of this week. JJ Weatherholt getting a Hobby Legends. Gary Gill Hill and Victor Rodriguez Chromes. Jackson Wentworth's dad when draft came out. Was that? Yeah, I think that was one of my breaks. We have an Ethan Salas, another one going to the insert only lot. Takumi is cleaning up. Tink Hentz and Luke Senard Chromes. We had TJ Nichols who joined and actually joined the chat. That was a fun break. Teal Shimmer coming up here. We have Smith Pineda Chrome and Jesus Tolero getting the Aqua Shimmer. Number 13 of 125. I think it's Aqua, not Aqua or Teal. I think Teal. Takumi says go inserts. Yeah, TJ Nichols. Oh, I actually haven't even looked in a while. Glad to hear, Darren, that TJ's doing well. Who's the catcher that joined one of Brian's but didn't join the chat? I think it was from this product. All right, we have Kumar Rocker, Rookie of the Year favorites. Tsung-Chi Chang is going to get a rookie card. They'll release after he gets his Chrome first. Leo DeVries Chrome. Aiden Miller VIP, Max Clark, and Hyung-Chan Chrome. Loma Vida, yes, it was Kumi. It was Caleb Loma Vida that joined one of Brian's breaks. Chris says I have to go through the Chrome checklist and see who the big chases are. I mean, the only one I know is Pena for sure. Nibel Mariano getting the purple paper, 209 of 250 for Mariano. We have a Reptilian coming up here, Samuel Basayo VIP, and Hyung-Chan back-to-back packs. Getting a Reptilian after a base Chrome. Arun Escobar getting a base Chrome after he got an X-Fractor in the last box. So piling up some nice hits for a couple of nice names there with Hyung-Chan and Arun Escobar. Yeah, Elian Pena was the biggest money signing. Biggest money signing, I think, ever, if I remember correctly. Of course, Steve paying the most money in the international market last year. Pena started off very rough. I think through about 15 games, he had an average over under 100. And then over the last 2 months has just been absolutely on fire. Through August, he was hitting over 500 for a couple of weeks. And he now has 9 home runs, including 2 3-home run games, which is he's the only person in any minor league to have 2 3-home run games this year. So he seems like he could be living up to it, although he's only in the DSL. So still a while to see how he develops. Jacob Melton, another insert only there. Kevin Castillo and Cam Caminiti Chromes. Esteban Gonzalez and Cole Fontanelle Chromes. 3 packs left from box number 2. Some interesting cards on the board already. Purple Chrome coming up here. Esteban Mejia on the Chrome, and the purple is a first, and it's Corey Lewis. That one goes to Mike from the leftover Facebook cards, number 162 of 250 going to Mike. Everybody that made pickups at the beginning of this one seemed to be hitting pretty well at the start tonight. Mike and Takumi both getting some nice hits. Let's see, really didn't fly spec. Didn't really inspect the Chrome checklist. Just looked at the D-backs and locals so far, says Meb. Yeah, I didn't really know a ton of names when I went through it, to be honest. I got to take a bigger look at the list of international signings from last year. We have Hiroki Sasaki on the board finally with a Rookie of the Year favorites die cut. Kevin McGonigal getting on the board finally. Corey Lewis back on the board. Hobby legends Shohei Ohtani, Charlie Condon, Greatness Loading, Bishop Letson, and Mitch Jeb Chromes finish out box number 2. So there were no more hits left there, but some nice cards in the last two packs there. Ohtani getting on the board with a Chrome card. McGonigal getting on the board in Chrome for the first time. And Hiroki Sasaki getting on the board in Chrome for the first time. And do we want to stick with Hobby and finish out the third Hobby box, or do we want to jump to the Jumbo before we go Hobby? Save the Jumbo, says Mike. All right, finish out the Hobby before we switch over to the Jumbo then. 2 autographs on the board so far, both base, but both nice players. So we're not too upset yet about them both being base. Stack number 1, 2, 3, and 4 out of the box. Let's see. I think I keep doing it this way, and we keep getting the autographs at the beginning. Let's just keep with the strategy. Meb says Tommy White. Looking for him. 1 Tommy White on the board so far with 1 Thomas White base Chrome. We have a Kyle Teal top 100, Chase Hampton, and Luis Morejo. So getting another new compilation of Chrome firsts, possibly. We like that. Nice even distribution in this break. Oh, he's in Chrome, not Thomas White, a separate White named Tom. We have a purple Chrome coming in. Lazaro Montes Chrome and a purple Chrome refractor first of Kevin Castillo. I believe it's the second hit of him. I think we also had a reptilian. Kevin Castillo numbered 3 of 250 on the purple Chrome. Tommy White A's pick. I think the A's also have what's his name? I don't remember what his name is, but the Japanese international prospect. So maybe the A's might be one of the bigger chases potentially in Bowman Chrome. I need to do a deeper dive. It's a tougher one to find out information about, since so many of these players are so young and don't really have much of a minor league experience or experience that we could see from high school or college. But I have been trying to do checklist product reviews of the checklists of all the Bowman products. So I'll have to do a deeper dive and see what kind of information I can find out and see what I could get posted. We have a Jace Young Rookie of the Year favorites, Sebastian Walcott, and there's our first Luis Pena of the night. Does that mean we're going to get Amadei soon? Matt Shaw VIP, Ugarte, and Jacob Wright Chromes. Pena on the board for the first time. Shotaro Mori. Is it just Shotaro Mori? Let's see. He was the NC State stud that transferred to LSU. Tommy Tanks. It's Tommy White's nickname. Love that. No color there. No color there. And I see orange. We're going to get an orange, and it's going to be, I think that might be chrome. That could even be an autograph. It is. Oh, boy. Oh, it's big. Cags Orange Shimmer Auto. 4 of 25. How about that for a hobby box auto? Man, this would have been even huger a couple weeks ago, but still a monster of a way to hit the hobby box. 4 of 25 Cags Orange Shimmer. Jesus Madej with a chrome behind that. Chase Burns chrome. Let's finish out the stack and get those sleeved. Noah Schultz, top 100. Braylon Payne and Alex Mooney chromes. I think that was Mooney for the second time. Gary Gill-Hill, McGonigal for the second time, and Blake Walters in chrome. So, Cag spot. Congrats on what's going to be hard to pass as the hit of the break tonight. I saw the first base pitcher thing with the KC logo, and I was like, oh, no way. Let's take Walters down, and we have double Cags hits tonight. First pack and getting on the board again there. Congrats, whoever. Oh, I didn't even realize that stand wasn't in view. Congrats, Cags owner. Double hits tonight. First time in a long time we've had a big night for Cags. We've had a couple, but none in a little while. All right. We have officially done well in the hobby portion of the break. We're going to get another orange. It's going to be a double orange shimmer box. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Back-to-back packs with orange. Corey Lewis chrome, and good luck again, everybody. It's a first. Romeo Sanabria Meb. Is that you tonight? Sanabria, number 16 of 25. Orange shimmer. Nice prospect. Nice card there. Back-to-back packs with an orange shimmer. I don't even know what to do stand-wise right now. Let's get 2 oranges next to each other. And then I'll put another stand up for this Cags. And we are off to a very hot start in hobby box number 3. You have 2 of them now? I pulled 2 Sanabria oranges? Was it me or was it Brian? Maybe it was me, and I don't remember. Either way, happy to make it happen. All right, we're gonna go a couple packs without color now after back-to-back oranges. Seems reasonable. Can we get an orange paper too? Can we get a triple orange box? Tink Hence, top 100, Fernando Cruz and Jack Lyons chromes. There's Thomas White, not Tommy White, in paper. Jackson Jobe, Rookie of the Year favorites. Cags on the board again in chrome. Winston Santos chrome. Christian Moore, Greatness Loading. Lucas Ramirez and Humberto Cruz chromes. You don't break anywhere else anymore. So it wasn't there, but you've been buying Sanabria. Yeah. I mean, either way, happy we could fill up the Sanabria collection. Maybe is he a guy that you have any chance of running into and getting him to sign one of those? We have a red rookie coming up. Sagano, there we go. The last of the leftover lots getting a hit. Sagano on the red rookie. Fabian Lopez and Drew Jones chromes. Two more stacks to go out of the hobby portion of the break. We have an X-Fractor coming up here. Let's go right to that. Hagen Smith, Greatness Loading. X-Fractor of Mitch Jeb. Nice prospect to get on the X-Fractor there. Wen Hui Pan Chrome. Need to open more top loaders and more penny sleeves. Before we finish this out, let me shift over some of these piles that are getting really big over here. I'd heard that Francisco Lindor was getting a documentary. I didn't realize it was going to be through MLB Network. Interesting choice by MLB Network to do a documentary on an active player. Anybody know if there's been an uptick in home runs this year? I feel like there's a lot of players with like 25 plus home runs this year, and a lot of players who are like chasing historic home run numbers. I know there's been a huge uptick, of course, over the last decade or so, but I feel like this year we're getting more than ever. Let's see. He's in AA. Just watched him all week. He's good. Was a JUCO guy. Also catching up and saw the orange Cags auto. William, yep, that was one of the nicer autos we've pulled recently. Oh, I just saw a lag for a second. Let's make sure that's clean on the stream. Looking like it's okay. We have a Kyle DeBarge on the board for the first time and Marcos Torres. Uptick in Tommy John surgeries. That's probably true also. Max Clark, top 100. Nibel Mariano and Jacob Bresnahan, chromes. Especially if you're a Braves fan. A lot of season-ending injuries for pitchers in Atlanta this year. Still no color in these last few packs. Haesung Kim getting a Rockstar Rookies. Bryce Rayner and Briseño getting on the board for the first time. William, did you have the CAG spot tonight? We have a Reptilian coming up here. Looks like it could be maybe a Mariners color. Leo DeVries VIP. Nope, Nathan Ankill. Another hit for Meb. Meb having a real nice night. Zach Showalter behind that. Whoa, Caminero has 37 already. He hasn't been a dud. High hopes for Caminero, and he's seemingly proving that he deserved them. Another Briseño there in paper. We have a James Tibbs chrome and Franny Montia chrome. And let's get to the last stack out of the hobby portion of tonight's break. Looks like a mini diamond coming up here. Cooper Pratt VIP. Leo DeVries getting the mini diamond. Nice mini diamond there for a non-first. And Giancarlos Lara Chrome. DeVries getting a nice non-first Chrome hit. Let's see. No hits there. I don't remember if we hit a paper hit in this box. So maybe we still have one more hit coming in these last few packs. Nothing yet, though. Maybe it came really early, and I'm just thinking it was in the last box. I don't see anything yet hit-wise in those 3 packs. We have another Roki Sasaki Chrome card there with the Rockstar rookies. Conrad Kaysen on the board for the first time. Jesus Lopez Chrome. Top 100 of Robert Cayaz, Yancel Villaroel, and there's Slade Caldwell for the first time in Chrome. Ichiro Kano Hernandez adding to his yellow paper, and Walker Yannick on the board for the first time in Chrome. So continuing to get a nice distribution of all of the names. Caldwell, Kaysen, Roki, and Yannick adding Chrome cards there. And 2 more packs left. Let's see if there is anything colorful that we missed. Well, there's a Reptilian. There's something. We have another James Wood card. Greatness loading. Cam Smith getting a Reptilian, and Owen Wild Chrome. Decent Chrome cards there. I think that's James Wood's 3rd time on the board in a Chrome variation. And last pack of the hobby portion, we get... There was no paper, or it was early on, and I forgot. Judge on the Hobby Legends, Cobb Hightower, and Colt Emerson Chromes. All right, let's sleeve those up, and then let's go right into the Jumbo Hobby Box. 3 more autographs to come. So far, we have 2 Chrome and 1 Orange Shimmer. If we can continue a nice pace like that with some nice names and at least one really low numbered hit, I think we'd be in good shape heading into the Sapphire. Who was on the cover of Bowman Chrome? Was it I'm trying to think. Is it 2 rookies? I don't think any of the firsts were on the cover art. All right, there's our first stack of 3. Love to hit something nice in the Sapphire. Love to make that happen, Takumi. All right, there is our empty jumbo box. See if we can get you a what's it called? A numbered insert. In the meantime, too, you were satisfied with the number to 125 top 100, and then we came back and gave you the Cags Orange. Love to do it. Chris says I'd love to hit something in either box. Oh, Chris, let's get you some Quinn Matthews. All right, here we go. Starting off the jumbo. See Trey Savage's name in the back there, so another card for Takumi. We have Colt Emerson finishing off the last box, and now starting off this box with Chrome. Lazaro Montes. What's going on with that print right there? It's weird. Never seen that before. Yonica Ugarte, David Ortiz, and Jose Perdomo. And in the top 100, we had Trey Savage. Not too much excitement in pack number 1. I see a blue pattern coming up here. So we'll get something numbered in blue. Braves, Matt Olson. I believe that goes to Brian Lauby with the leftover pros lot. Number 42 of 125 there for Matt Olson. Hassan Kim getting a Rockstar Rookies. Lazaro Montes and Cooper Pratt inserts. Sebastian Walcott, Luis Pena back on the board in Chrome for the second time. Braylon Payne, Hyunsuk Jang, and Cam Smith. Interesting that we had Pena and Payne, but no Jesus Madej. Triantos getting a top 100. Scott says, "Come on, Caminero, in the break tonight, or in the major leagues." Nice coloring on these. I feel like the print on that Luis Pena is looking good. There is the Olson. Let's see. When Daniel Egan was promoted to Double-A this week and took a perfect game into the fifth and no hitter into the sixth. No decision in the game. They lost 0-1. Ended up going 8 innings. Scott looking for Caminero in the break. All right, let's find some color. Let's find some color paper of Caminero. We have a Reptilian coming up and maybe a refractor auto. No autos yet in stack number 1. We have a red rookie of River Ryan, and behind that, Drew Romo with the Rookie of the Year favorites. And there's our autograph, base autograph of George Clausen. Another base autograph of a nice name. So doing really well on our base autos tonight. Jesus Madej getting the chrome. There it is. Figured that had to be coming. Chase Burns, George Clausen, Christian Moore, and James Tibbs on the Reptilian. Madej and Pena getting paper as well. Carson Benj on the top 100. Some stuff to sleeve and top load out of that pack. So one autograph out. That was in the bottom row. So let's go all bottom rows next to try and keep the rest of the autos till the end of this box. Two Penas, two Madejs on the board. George Clausen getting ink. Humberto Cruz, George Clausen, and Franklin Arias autos were our 3 base autographs. And our 1 numbered autograph was the Cags, numbered to 25. So I'd say we're doing well so far. We have a siren going by in the background. Almost makes me want to go to what could be an autograph pack next and see what happens. Jerron Watts Brown, also very underrated. I've heard some really good things about Cal Stevens, too, since we're talking about Blue Jays draft picks. I believe Steven got traded to the Twins, if I remember correctly. Red rookie of Drew Thorpe. Cags again on the board. Man, the coloring on this box is really nice on these chrome cards. I feel like it's deeper than a lot of the coloring on some of the other chromes. Hopefully that means good things for grading for this. Fernando Cruz, Winston Santos, O'Neill Perez, and Gregory Barrios chromes. It's weird that that's even a thing, that there could be a deeper print run on some, or darker print on some of these cards, but this one's looking good. Marcelo Mayer on the top 100. Another one going to Takumi. You're going to collect the entire available repertoire of first onlys, it seems, or top 100s in this break. Yeah, Savage looking really well, too, for pitchers that were drafted by the Blue Jays. Watched Cal Stevens twice this year, and he looked dominant, says Matt. We have a Bobby Witt Jr., Hobby Legends. Sebastian Walcott, VIP. Conrad Kaysen, Cobb Hightower, Chase Hampton, Osbel Gonzalez, and Malcolm Moore. Nice run of first chromes there. All really nice prospects. Theo Gielan getting another one of the top 100s that goes to Takumi because it's their only card in the checklist. So Kaysen, Hightower, Chase Hampton, Osbel Gonzalez, and Malcolm Moore chromes. And Bobby Witt getting on the board in chrome. So we have one Ohtani Hobby Legends, one Judge Hobby Legends, and one Witt Hobby Legends. The week after, I think we had 3 Ohtani Hobby Legends. Keeping them coming, Takumi. We have Spencer Schwellenbach on the Rockstar Rookies, Cags on the VIP, Triantos Chrome, Frania Bermontia, Aiden Miller, Didier Fuentes, and Quinn Matthews back-to-back packs with cards for Chris, getting his guys Quinn and Malcolm Moore, Xavier Isaac, another one for the top 100 insert only lot list. Matthews, Fuentes, and Montilla. Oh, they did a euchre celebration at the Brewers game today. All right, let's try and keep them coming. Condon Hobby Legends. Another base chrome autograph coming up here. Edglin Perez. Esteban Mejia, Bishop Letson, McGonigal on the board for the 3rd time in chrome. Cam Caminiti and Mitch Jebb. And Matt Shaw, another one going to Takumi in the insert only lot. When you're hot, you're hot. All right, let's see. Massey says if you watched him with the Fisher Cats, been 2 games there this year, and McAdoo can field it. Ball sounds different off of his bat. McAdoo, you're saying? Interesting. I've heard some mixed things about McAdoo. Missed Cal game before he got traded. Where do the Fisher Cats play? All right, we have one more autograph coming out of this jumbo box. Let's see if we can avoid it till the very end. Should be able to get it at least down to the last 2 packs. We have a Connor Griffin. Haven't said that name many times tonight. Greatness loading. Bryce Eldridge, VIP. Corey Lewis. Lucas Ramirez. Nick Kurtz. JJ Weatherholt. And a purple lava Jackson Humphreys, or a purple Raywave Jackson Humphreys, I believe that is. And lime green of Rafael Flores, numbered 270 of 399, and another Ethan Salas top 100. So lots of action in that pack. Ooh, Cal Raleigh's hitting a $185 since the beginning of July. But all those home runs still count. Weatherholtz getting, I believe, his first chrome card of this break. I think. Besides some inserts. Kurtz and Jackson Humphreys on the purple Ray Wave. 90 of 250 there for the Guardians pitcher. Manchester, New Hampshire. I drove through Manchester, New Hampshire last week, Massey. Maybe I passed by the stadium. Oh, no, that was that was a college stadium that I'm thinking of in Connecticut. I think it was Holy Cross. Caden Dana, Rookie of the Year favorites. Sasaki back on the board with the Rockstar Rookies. Kurtz with the VIP. Fabian Lopez. That color looks so deep that it's like stained on that card. Look at that. Look at the color running off the jersey on that Fabian Lopez card. Interesting. Drew Jones. Ichiro Kano Hernandez. Yumin Lin and Caleb Loma Vida. Spencer Jones on the board with the top 100. Yeah, I think it was Holy Cross right off the highway. Is that in Massachusetts or in Connecticut? All right. We know there's no autograph in here. Then we're going to have a 50-50 chance in these two packs. We have 2 base autographs on the board so far, so probably, hopefully, better be a color on the board next. We have a yellow wave coming up here. Matt Shaw on the VIP. Kyle DeBarge. Marcos Torres. Franklin Arias back on the board. Cody Freeman and Jacob Brisnahan getting the yellow wave. So Walters and Bresnahan getting yellows in this. 2 nice pitching prospects, 19 of 75 there. And Drake Baldwin. Takumi's trying to set a single break record for most cards going to the insert only lot right now. Nice Arias, nice looking Arias chrome card there. DeBarge. And Bresnahan. Todd Hundley, 41. Javi Lopez, 42. Piazza, 40 twice. And Roy Campanella, 40 once. Let's see, I know the Jumbos have more autos, but our regular hobby is hotter for numbered. William, no, I don't think so. I think they're even, or maybe there's one more numbered card in Jumbos. We have some sirens going on in the background. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, my charger came out. Let's make sure that's. Is that charging? Sorry, guys, just making sure that the charger is plugged in and working so I don't drop you guys for a different tech reason this time. There we go. Okay, charger's plugged in. All right, let's see if we can still get the good fortune of the sirens going by on this autograph. Jacob Melton, another guy there for you. Autograph, we're going to get a blue coming up here. Blue X-Fractor, it looks like. And it is the autograph. And it's Edglin Perez. Double Edglin Perez autos, including a blue number 25 of 150 out of this box. Interesting way to do the autos in the jumbo. No, not quite the Cags numbered to 25. Orange Shimmer. JJ Weatherholt. Greatness Loading. Walker Yannick. Chrome. Villarroel. Jesus Lopez, Carlos Tavares, and Cameron Sullivan. So not the best luck that the Sirens have ever brought us in one of these breaks. Melton, top 100. Ed Glean having a very nice break all of a sudden. Hadn't really said his name much, and then all of a sudden, 2 autographs on the board for Perez. Let's see. I guess I'll take the Arun Escobar down, and we'll put the Ed Glean up there. Hit you a Woods auto. We'll can give the rest of the people. Yep, Ed Glean. Ed Glean having a day. I think that might be the 3rd time ever that we've had a jumbo box with 2 autos of the same player. And let's see what we're going to finish the jumbo portion with. Ellie getting a Hobby Legends. Another big name adding a Chrome card. Brooks Lee. Greatness Loading. Naibo Mariano Chrome. Bryce Rayner. Briseño back on the board in Chrome. Jose Perella and Samuel Basayo Chromes. We'll sleeve up Basayo on his call-up week and payday week. Owen Casey on the top 100 for the second time, I believe. And we will shift over to the Sapphire box. All right. Good luck, everybody. So far, the Sapphires have brought us a lot of luck so far. A lot of big name autos coming out of these, including a Cags. Forgot what the Cags was numbered to that we pulled. I think it was pretty sure it was a gold Cags Sapphire, which was the last big Cags break we had. Thanks, Pet Monster. Let's see. Haven't asked anyone to hit the like button. If people hit the like button, does that benefit my account in some way? I don't know. I've never really asked people to do that before. I'm also not the most knowledgeable when it comes to anything tech-wise, so maybe I'm costing myself some kind of benefit on the internet somehow. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's all 8 of our cards there. I mean, all of it, 8 of our packs there. All right, everybody, good luck. Here we go on the Sapphire box. Cole Fontanelle starts us off. We'll sleeve up all of these cards. Kevin Castillo getting another hit. Arun Escobar getting another hit tonight. Our first autograph, only guaranteed autograph of this box. We'll see if it is the only autograph. Number 180 of 199 there for Escobar. And Yafri Rodriguez getting a Sapphire. So Arun Escobar just outside of the top 100 in a lot of top 100 lists, it sounds like, getting our first autograph of Sapphire box. First hit of the Sapphire box, let's say. Clausen and Umberto. Let's get them on the stand over there. Big Escobar break tonight. Big Kevin Castillo break also. If I remember correctly, I think that's his third hit on the board. Yeah, nice Kevin Castillo night. Third different variation we've hit of Kevin Castillo. That's, I think, all non-numbered parallels or refractors. We have yellow coming up here. Esteban Mejia starts us off. Bishop Letson. Jacob Wright on the yellow, numbered 69 of 75. And Travis Bazana. Haven't said his name many times tonight. Man, there's been breaks where we said Bazana's name like, I want to say 11 times between paper and chrome and inserts. And I think that's the first time we've said his name at all tonight. Jacob Wright getting our first parallel of the Sapphire box. 69 of 75 there for him. Keeping it going. 2 packs, 2 hits. Kevin McGonigal staying on hot tonight. I believe he had 3 chromes and now a Sapphire for McGonigal. Corey Lewis, Lucas Ramirez, and D'Angelo Ortiz getting Sapphires. Good night for McGonigal. Lucas Ramirez and Corey Lewis. And green, I think that is coming up here. We have Cags on the board again. What a night for the Cags spot. Green coming up behind the Winston Santos. In the back, Connor Griffin getting on the board with a chrome and a first of Luis Pena. There we go. There's the big name we want to see out of the Sapphire box. Number 3 of 99 for one of the top, I'd say, 3 players in the product now, Luis Pena, along with Jesus Madej and JJ Weatherholt. I would consider them the top 3 at this point. Pena to 99, looking good there. Santos, Griffin, and Cags. Kags, Griffin, and Bazana. Non-first Sapphires so far in the first 4 packs. Not bad. Leo DeVries. Another nice non-first there. Thomas White. Nice way to do a Sapphire first. Ismail Javier and Samuel Basayo. The names of the non-first that we're hitting in this are crazy. Thomas White. Nice card there. Now Leo DeVries, Basayo, Kags, Griffin, and Bazana on our non-first Sapphire cards. PJ Morlando, and it looks like we're going to have gold in this one. PJ Morlando, Sammy Hernandez in the back, Didier Fuentes, and the gold is a first. It is not an autograph. Cody Freeman, 16 of 50. Gold Cody Freeman on the board. Sammy Hernandez, Didier Fuentes, and let's get a top load on that PJ Morlando hit from who picked up PJ Morlando at the beginning of this one? I love a Cam Smith, says Chase. Who picked up PJ? That was Steven. Congrats, Steven. Takumi says, knows Hyunsuk is waiting for a big finale. All right, 2 packs left. Can we get another hit? We have 3 parallels on the board already in an autograph. So we've hit our guarantee. Can we get anything extra now on top of that? Edglin Perez stays hot. Perez, Sapphire, Kellen Lindsay, Ricardo Yan. And there we go, Chris. Getting you something in a parallel today. Quinn Matthews on the board for Chris. Ricardo Yan, Kellen Lindsay, and Edglin Perez. And final pack of the break. We are going to get an extra parallel, and it's going to be an extra orange. So 3 oranges in this one. Rafael Flores starts us off. Nice way to start. Esteban Gonzalez in the back. Chase Mobley. And orange first. I see a bat. Oh, okay. That's a nice way to finish off the break. Eduardo Quintero. 17 of 25 orange Sapphire. Another one of the top 5 to 10, somewhere probably in the 5 to 10 range there for Quintero on that orange. Wow. That is the way to finish a break. It's the way to do a last card. So numbered to 25 cards tonight of Sanabria, Kags, and Quintero. Ended up being a very nice break tonight. Couple of nice hits out of Sapphire. Nice Pena, Quintero, and Escobar. All right, guys, I'm going to recap the hits from tonight, but I'm going to mention first we have next week currently set up 3 hobbies and 2 jumbos. I'll try and get my hands on another Sapphire box. May not be running another Sapphire, though, until the spring. We'll see what I can make happen in the next couple of weeks. But we will be shifting over, like I mentioned, in 2 weeks to Topps Chrome. So we're going to try and sneak in 1 or maybe 2 more of these Bowman. I said Topps Bowman Chrome of these Bowman 2025 breaks before that happens. I've been enjoying this product. We've pulled some fun stuff out of this product. And let's see the recap of hits from tonight's break. Mobley just moved up to low A on the night that we pull a Sapphire for him. Yeah, Massey, really nice last pack there with that Quintero. Some last pack magic. All right, Charlie Condon getting 1 Chrome, Eduardo Quintero, Franklin Arias getting 2, Jesus Madej getting 2, Yosinson Garcia 1, Weatherholt 3, Kevin McGonagall's 2, Luis Pena's, and 1 Slade Caldwell. I really am going to try and get some kind of a retail 2025 Bowman break posted in the Facebook group as well. And fingers crossed that I don't jinx us in the last minute or so. We actually had a good tech night, too. There's the link to the Facebook group for anybody who's not a member yet. I'll accept anybody who joins right after I finish this recap. All right, starting off the rest of our recap, we had 3 big name Sapphire hits: Quinn Matthews, PJ Morlando, and Kevin McGonigal. Jacob Wright getting a yellow Sapphire parallel. Arun Escobar, X-Fractor. Jacob Bresnahan, yellow wave. Jackson Humphreys, purple ray wave. Rafael Flores, lime green paper. Edglin Perez, base auto. James Tibbs, Cam Smith, Nate Nankill, Hyung Chan Kevin Castillo, Hyun Suk Jang, and Aiden Miller getting Reptilians. Blue pattern of Matt Olson. Leo DeVries, mini diamond, along with Santiago Suarez and Max Clark. So Clark, Suarez, and DeVries getting mini diamonds. X Fractors, we had the one that I already showed, which was Arun Escobar. We also had David Ortiz Jr. and Mitch Jebb in X Fractors. Yellow Wave, Blake Walters. Purple, Corey Lewis, Kevin Castillo, and a purple paper, Nibel Mariano. Aqua Shimmer, Jesus Tolero. Ichiro Kano Hernandez, yellow paper. Carlos Tavares, wave refractor. So we had 3 yellows and 3 oranges tonight. That doesn't happen every night. We had Cody Freeman, numbered to 50, Sapphire parallel, 16 of 50 there. Really nice stack of first refractors in this one. Definitely one of the biggest we've seen. Base autographs, we had George Clausen and Humberto Cruz, 2 nice base pitcher autos. I don't even know where to go next with the hits. There's so many nice ones. Jack Caglione with the Aqua Top 100, numbered to 125. Let's go to the other base autograph next. Franklin Arias getting the base auto. And I guess I'm going to go Sanabria next. Not even a top 5, maybe borderline top 5 break card in this break. Sanabria, number 16 of 25, orange shimmer. Then I'm going to go Edglin Perez next on the blue X-Fractor auto, number 25 of 150. And we're going to go Pena, green Sapphire parallel, number 3 of 99. And I'm going to go Quintero after that, numbered 17 of 25, orange parallel, Sapphire. Arun Escobar, Sapphire auto, numbered 180 of 199. And hit of the break has to be the Cags orange shimmer auto, numbered 4 of 25. All right, guys, really fun break tonight. Really nice array of low-numbered hits, some nice autos. I will try and catch you guys on Facebook for a break this week, and then back on here next Sunday for some more 2025 Bowman through eBay. Have a great week, everybody. Have a great week. Takumi, Massey, Meb, Pet Monster. Good stuff. Everybody have a great night.